sports. We come into a media workout with Conor McGregor. We come into Paulie Malignaggi versus Conor McGregor. I mean, crazy. And to think that there is nothing else going on for the summer, we're probably going to end the summer with the greatest bang and head into fall, waiting for the Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin fight. For all those that think that this is going to be a 2-round, 3-round fight, I urge you to look at this video and realize one thing. Realize, as I said before, Conor is essentially a fighter. He uses his hands more so than his feet or his ground game to get his opponent out. 80% plus knockout ratio. We all know where the power comes from. The left. From this video, dare boxers say the form is not right, blah, blah, blah. The man is a fighter. Let's give him that. Floyd Mayweather is not going to walk through this kid. That's for sure. The movements that we see from this guy, I love it. I love what he's doing. I think that's exactly how you change the game. You never stand still. Fakes. I tell people, look at Barry Sanders in football. That's how boxers should be. Moving around at all times, jittery, shake motions. You don't want to be the stand-still fighter. That was great to watch back in the 80s. I think that was the era of the bang 'em till they're brain dead era. That's what I would call it. It was fun to watch, but there's a science to this. Floyd Mayweather really showed that versus Pacquiao. People didn't like it, but there is a science. Floyd is more defensive. He's always been a counterpuncher, so you're not going to see the knockout there. But Conor reminds me of somebody else. As you watch this heavy bag workout, which I like, I'm going to stop this and go over to the most highly acclaimed fighter in the last year, who some are saying is the next great and appears to be that, Vasily Lomachenko. Okay? As we go to high-text workout, similar movements. Side to side. Fakes, dips, in and out. Where am I going? What I'm saying is Mayweather may have some fits. And not because he's not the better fighter. I don't think he's going to see this much movement since Emmanuel Augustus. Most of Mayweather's fights have been with stationary fighters. Okay? Fighters that stay in front. The one chance that we had to see Mayweather with a fighter that moves like this was what I just mentioned. Manny Pacquiao. Even so, Manny never had the lateral movement that Vasily Lomachenko holds, or from what I'm seeing from Conor McGregor. What does this mean? To me, it means Floyd's going to have a harder time than he thinks. And this is why I'm going back into the age. Will Floyd Mayweather's age play a role in the troublesome fight he will have? I don't think he'll lose. I think Conor better be careful when he talks about going to an 8-inch glove. Okay? Floyd's been fighting with these 16-ounce gloves for his whole career. You go 8 ounces, you're in for a heap of trouble from a boxer. A boxer that doesn't go 5 rounds hitting the bag or hitting his opponent. He goes 10 to 12 rounds swinging that fist. So if you get hit with that 8-ounce punch from Floyd, I think the person that's more in trouble is actually Conor McGregor. And the key thing I think for this fight, obviously, is going to be range. Floyd is going to be the smaller fighter. Conor's the bigger fighter. He can't go into it And now we're going to see what everyone's been watching the whole weekend, thinking that he can use his distance and his shell movement to win this fight. Though I think Conor has, they got him as probably like a, 10-1 underdog. I don't know. I don't know what the levels are. I bet it's probably 10-5. But in my opinion, Conor has actually a 20% chance of winning this fight. And the 20% comes from the movement and the left hand. Now let's see what he's done. I was going to show it. My man Paulie. Let's start that from the beginning. My man Paulie Malignaggi goes in there. You can tell he's a bit soft, okay? So this push down, leave your comments below. This push down that we saw, that's what it was. That's what that was. Shows a little bit of Conor's range. Okay? All of those hits were from range. We continue on. This is the shot that we wanted to see. This is the shot that we wanted to see. If we step back here, again, range. Can't do this. Range is the key. Thank you, Paulie Malignaggi. You just gave Floyd Mayweather the blueprint of what Conor has done through his whole career. Floyd needs to be that close against Conor McGregor to end this thing quickly. He needs to be close. He needs to keep tight. He actually needs to be more of a pressure fighter because of his range and McGregor's timing, I'm giving him kudos for being a fighter. I can't just let this go as, whatever. The kid has great timing and range. That's what he does. So Floyd needs to stay inside. So what do we see Floyd doing? Heavy bag routine. Again, he's just working out here. But again, he's inside, throwing inside punches. Now, you're not going to get those type of punches. Again, he's just doing a heavy bag workout, I understand. But you're not going to get those type of punches from the outside. Okay? We just saw him now he's doing it straight right. That said, and that's probably the counter, Conor coming in left, and he's dipping down over to the left, shoulder movement, and throwing that straight right. That makes sense what he's doing, but he's going for the body here. Floyd knows there can't be range in this fight. Range will kill him and make it a long night. People got to understand what Floyd's up against. He has a lot of things not going for him in this fight, which can make some predictors possibly say that Floyd, I'm going to get comments here. Some analysis may say Floyd is the underdog. Know why? Let me tell you why. 2 years off. Strike one. 2 years off. Next strike. 40 years old. That's strike two. That's strike two. What's strike three? He's going in there with somebody with no boxing experience, who doesn't really know in the boxing ring. The unknown is great. So here goes Floyd's comment. I never watch too much video of my fighters. I don't really plan for my fights. I get it. Do I believe it? To an extent. But I think he does watch some video of his fighters. What the problem is Conor going to go into the same way he does the MMA fighting range, where he has a lower stance, his chin is up, but he keeps his range? How do you get inside on that inside foot? Again, he can't use his feet. So warning to Floyd is, hey, he may try to throw a fake kick, a knee, an elbow to jack up your mindset. to change your flight plan. I would say because of the money that's involved, Floyd, if he's going to kick you, let him do it. Disqualified. Disqualified. If he's going to elbow you, let him do it. Disqualified. Okay? I would say to Floyd Mayweather, don't worry about those things happening. You know there is contracts in place that will tax the man very hard. Nice speed here, by the way. 40-year-old man. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Nice speed. Nice speed. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, he's going to be inside. You know it. He's setting up shoulder roll, straight right for Conor's left. So Conor is going to have to step out after that left. Throw that left, step out to the left. Get outside of his right hand. Let's go back to Conor. Let's go back to Conor. I like this guy. I like this guy. Okay? I like his confidence. I like his confidence. The things that he's doing to Paulie Malignaggi, a boxing vet, a great commentator. I respect Paulie as well. Obviously, there's two sides to a fight, people. You know, we saw the highlights of the alleged knockdown, which I think it was not. I think it was a pull down. But Paulie can't deny the fact, and he did talk about this. It's not like we didn't hear everything already. Nice move. Again, nice movement by Conor. This is not for power. You can tell by the size of the bag. This is for movement. Tap, 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 tap. Beautiful. Nice. Moving around the bag. Youth. What's Conor's advantages? Youth. Speed. Should be the faster fighter. Movement. 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 I like it. It should be a fun fight to watch if he can keep this distance. You see him stepping in and out, back out. He has given his fight plan. Sorry, Floyd. Sorry, Conor, because Conor said he can watch me all day and he won't get it. Floyd is a master. He is a master at watching somebody movement, taking what he gives him, and breaking it down to something that he can mix up and make work for him. A young De La Hoya is somebody that reminds me of an in-and-out fighter. I wish I had a video up for that. He goes in and out constantly. Young De La Hoya, okay? This is kind of what Conor is doing here, okay? In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, all right? That's what he's doing. He's not staying in there. And stop saying Conor's not a boxer. I just mentioned 80% knockout ratio, all hands. I don't remember the last time this guy went to the ground. Purposely went to the ground and choked somebody out. Way earlier in the career, I remember there's a couple. But other than that, it's been left hand, knockout. Left hand, knockout. So to me, he's as close as a boxer as you're going to get. And to all those MMA fans, I love the comments. You know, I like what I hear from everybody. But let's be honest. If I go through the rankings, MMA has a lot of other critical proponents that make it way tougher than boxing. Salute. I understand. I agree in a way. But the top fighters in the MMA hit with their hands. Proof's in the pudding. Stipe Miocic, knockout artist. Alistair Overeem, though he has those powerful knees, you got me, hands. Fabricio Werdum is one of those that you can say is a wrestler. Cain Velasquez, wrestler. Junior Dos Santos, puncher. Ngannou, puncher. Rothwell, puncher. Mark Hunt, puncher. Must I go on? Must I go on? Next weight division, where you're going to kill me. John Jones, all-around player. Can't call him anything. Okay? All-around player. Okay, he's one of those that's the perfect. If you say John Jones, you're right. There's a lot more aspects to boxing than to MMA than boxing. No doubt about it, because he's the total package. Dan Cormier is a wrestler. Ryan Bader is a slash. Okay. Alistair Gustafsson, he is a kicker, puncher. Okay. Phil Davis, a little bit of a puncher. So this division here, you got me. But if we go down to the next division, yeah, I'm doing all this to show you. Mike Bisping is a puncher. Okay? He's a knockout artist. Okay? Punch, couple kicks. Rob Whittaker, puncher. Luke Rockhold, puncher. Yoel Romero, puncher. Gerard Masasi, yeah, he is a kick artist. Jakar Souza, all-around player but more wrestler. Weidman, puncher. Anderson Silva. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna get comments. Derek Brunson, puncher. Anderson Silva is the John Jones before John Jones. Okay. Tyron Woodley, puncher. Stephen Thompson, yeah, he throws some kicks. I can't give him that. Robbie Lawler, puncher. Rory McDonald, slash. Damian Maya, slash. All these guys mostly use their hands at the top of the division. Conor McGregor, puncher. Khabib, wrestler. That makes a difference. Tony Ferguson, a slash. Eddie Alvarez, puncher. Justin Gaethje, half and half. Eden Barbosa, puncher to me. Mike Chandler, kick but more of a puncher. Kevin Lee, all-around player. Mike Johnson, puncher. I'm done. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Okay? Punching is what's win the game in MMA. So I want to look at the heavy bag workouts of those two, and then we look at one of my favorite fighters, Lights Out Thurman. One time, and how he goes to the bag. Again, punches are more crisp, and he's not even going there. Probably going 20, 25%, 30% here. But again, from what I saw from Conor, he has more movement than a boxer would. That's the issue. He's a bit stationary here as Keith. He's not really moving around, but, this is a media session. He's probably staying there for a reason, but I got to make this example. You see the movement here? The movement here versus Conor? Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Wow. Forget it. I don't know what to say there. But anyway, Keith's movement. He's one of the more mobile fighters. He still doesn't move like Conor. Wow. Jesus. Anyhow, he still doesn't move like Conor. And Floyd is going to have to get used to that. All right? He's going to have to understand that. What I think I'll see from Mr. Nice. There we go. There goes a little bit of movement. What I think we'll see from Conor, and it's a crazy example, is the haymaker. It's the haymaker, okay? He's going to keep his range. I got the jacked up highlights. That's jacked up, but I'm going to keep the video. This is what we'll probably see from McGregor, this type of fight. Staying farther away from his opponents. Won't get close. Okay. There you go. Okay, these are the highlights. I had a video of him boxing. But if you look at Davey Hay, I think that's what we're going to see. There you go. That's it. That's what we're going to see for Mr. Conor McGregor. It's going to be an awesome fight. The Paulie highlights show a little bit of what he can do. I'm disappointed that Conor showed this to everybody because he actually showed some of his cards. He's going to be the same fighter he was in the MMA. You can't change that. It's too fast. It's a habit that's been built for many years, Kyler. You can't say I'm going to completely change up. Many years you've been working on that style. You're not going to just switch it up. Floyd watches some of your MMA tapes, watches this video, and sees how you're going to try to keep your range. I see your hands down a little bit more than expected. You fought a retired fighter, a fighter that hasn't been in the gym, has been commenting and looks a bit soft. And to be honest with you, even with this left hand, he took it. Pop! Still in there. Look, still in there, not knocked out. And that was complete to the face. And again, he's tripping over himself because of his, look. Nope, none of those hits. So for me, I think this will be a 6-round fight. He has a 20% chance to win. These Paulie highlights really show me that from a stand-up position, he has to keep his range. I love this left. I told you, the left is beautiful. Don't say if he had 8-ounce gloves, he'd been knocked out. Paulie's a reporter at this point. No offense. Still pulling his head down, by the way. Still pulling his head down, by the way. Let's be honest. Let's do honest reporting. Okay? Conor McGregor's a great fighter, but, I hate to say Paulie's not the upper echelon of fighting anymore. So, if you're gauging your strength by that, that's pretty stupid. And to be honest, the fight I want to see is a in-shape Paulie Malignaggi versus McGregor. He is an extremely exciting fighter, McGregor. This will be his first test. Too big of a test, in my opinion. But his keys is the movement. We watched it earlier. Move around, Conor. Move around, Conor. Move around, Conor. See? Move around, Conor. I'm making this a little bit longer because I just want to show people the movement between him and he's more like a Lomachenko than a Keith Thurman, who has extreme power, as you saw. Conor wouldn't fight anybody in that division. Errol Spence, nor Keith Thurman, nor Kell Brook. But Floyd is the perfect opponent. Not a big puncher anymore. Brittle hands from what he said. 2-year layoff, old man. Good opportunity to showcase himself. I think if he doesn't get Floyd out within his first 4 rounds, he's in for a long fight. It's going to look bad, but a good experience for him to see if he wants to continue boxing. He may retire after this. Be so much money. But again, great movement fight. A win-win for all to see how MMA crosses over into boxing. Because I think boxing is already in MMA. That was my point by showing the listing of the top fighters. They're already there. Top boxers always head to the top of the heap in the MMA circuit. Let's be honest. Well, can an MMA guy cross over into boxing is the question. Okay? He is a striker, so technically he is a boxer, but at the end of the day, it's something that I would like to see. It's going to be a great fight, August 26th. Stay tuned for it. I got Mayweather, no doubt about it, but I do like Conor, and what I'm seeing, he has a fighter's punching chance. Peace out. All Fork Sports.